Planetary tokens, specifically Nessus tokens. You want a lot of them. That's why you clicked on this video. That, or you thought this video was clickbait and you wanted to see if it was true. You guys liked my previous video on token farming, and I figured the arcology might be getting a little repetitive and boring, so you want something new. This is the part of the video that's kind of expected at this point for my channel, but if you don't have the time to watch this entire video, you're too lazy to find where to skip to yourself, you're one of those people that put a timestamp in the comment section thinking you're slick, or you simply don't care as to why it works and just want a how, skip to the time shown on screen now. Now that the skippers are gone, those of you that watch the entire video, you guys will always be more efficient, and jokes on them for their impatience. Feel good about yourself. You guys aren't lazy and you guys want to learn. I like you more than the others, but don't tell them. And what I'm about to tell you is how I'll show my appreciation. So how are you non-skippers going to be more efficient? Because I'm going to tell you about the ghost perks that will up your token count quite a bit. The name of the shell itself doesn't matter, but instead the perks are what's important when looking for a good ghost. There are going to be 4 perks that are beneficial to you for this farm. The first is Nessus Scanner, which gives a chance to obtain additional faction consumables on Nessus. This is probably the most important of the 4, as our focus here is tokens, and the chance to get 2 for opening a chest, 2 for completing a patrol, 2 for completing a public event is better than getting the normal 1. Next is Nessus Glimmer Scavenger, which increases Glimmer gains by 10% on Nessus. Now Glimmer isn't inherently useful for the farm itself, but the ability to purchase more scout reports, as well as purchase mods or anything you'd like to purchase, apply shaders, anything like that, extra Glimmer is always good Glimmer. The third perk is Nessus Experience Log, which increases XP gain by 10% on Nessus. Now this, again, isn't inherently useful for the farm, but let's say you really want to get Nessus Scanner on a ghost, and you haven't got it yet, the one that I said was the most important shortly ago. Well, if you increase your XP gains by 10%, you're going to get more bright engrams, which gives you a greater chance at getting ghosts. So it is a useful perk, and I would have it on there if you don't have Nessus Scanner. And the fourth, which I feel is the least important, but still useful, is Nessus Resource Detector, which detects resources within a range while on Nessus. Now this is going to show you where data lettuce is, and data lettuce isn't really important. It's not as good as getting tokens, and chests are more important, and they kind of conflict with each other. But if you really want to just gather any material you'll see, having Nessus Resource Detector is a useful perk. But I would make it least priority and only use it if you absolutely have to. Now I'd also like to make it known that I personally have not spent a single dollar on silver, so these ghosts are completely obtainable by average players, and not pay to win. It hurts me that I have to say that, but I know that if I don't say that, people are going to stir up a controversy, but let's move on. Before getting into the details, however, I wanted to preface why this farm may be beneficial to you. On a bare bones level, farming tokens equals reputation with failsafe, and this gives you legendaries, and for the casual player, this is enough to spark your interest. The next step is that this provides a ton of legendary shards, whether it be from dismantling the weapons and armor you don't want, or the chance that you receive them as a reward. And each week, if you want to buy everything from Zur, assuming he doesn't change after this video goes live, you'll need a steady stream of at least 98 shards a week. So for the players with average playtime, that's enough for you. But for the more hardcore players, you want more of a reason. So for you, I'm going to point out a few things. Uriel's Gift is in the Nessus loot table, as well as many other weapons, but Uriel's Gift, as far as I know, is a pretty meta weapon. And on top of that, I know fashion is important, at least it is for me. Maybe you really like the way the Nessus armor looks, and you need to look good when going into trials each week. And if that's not the case, I know all of us are looking forward to the faction rally, which at the time of writing the script and recording the video we know nothing about, other than it comes next week. And it may require legendary shards, so at least for the next week, this video is even useful for the hardcore players. Now that I have your interest, let's get into how this farm works. First thing you need to do is head to the tower and purchase a few Nessus scout reports from Cade. These are only 1250 glimmer and last 4 hours. These will show you the location of the planetary chest on your HUD when you're within range. This is an important part of the farm, so before starting, make sure you have a few. The only location on Nessus we're using for this farm is Exodus Black. Exodus Black is a very systematic zone, providing 2 different public event types, 5 different patrol types, high value targets, plenty of planetary chest, failsafe is nearby so it's easy to turn your tokens, and has a convenient lost sector, all within the same zone. This is ideal for the efficiency and we'll be using this to its fullest. Every time I come up with a farm for anything in Destiny, I like to create a priority list in order that you should do things in for the best results. So to start off, public events are always the top of this list. While these take time to complete and will lower your tokens per hour, the chance at a legendary or an exotic engram is too good to pass up. Both the Ether Resupply and the Vex Construct events are fairly simple to complete on both a regular and a heroic level. I'm certain by this time you know how to complete the heroic versions, but if you don't, I'm certain you can find a guide somewhere on the internet. But like I said, these are top priority and should always be completed if available. However, it should be noted at the time of this video, the Ether Resupply event can bug out, causing the server to either be invisible, simply not trigger, or not reward you at all. If this occurs, simply return to orbit and continue farming. Don't let this bug slow you down, as we all know this bug will be fixed in time. Second on the list is the high value targets. These yellow bar majors appear at random and will roam the zone and eventually disappear. If you see the phrase, a high value target is nearby, look around for a captain called a despoiler captain and kill it. This is a very easy token. This is timed and not always active, so be sure to do them whenever they show up. Third on the priority list is patrols. These will provide the majority of your tokens in this farm, and because this require further explanation. In Exodus Black, there are 7 possible patrols that can occur. A server patrol, which looks like a compass, the scan patrol, which looks like a closed ghost, the assassination patrol, which is a circle with a star in the middle, 3 different collect patrols, which is the triangle icon, and the kill patrol, which looks like an open ghost. These 7 patrols will always be available at some point during the farm. But of these 7 patrols, you will never do the survey and the scan patrols. Ignore these 2 entirely. These take too much time and are not worth the hassle. The other 5, however, you will complete every time you do one run of this farm. And after this priority list, I'll break down as to why a bit later in the video. Fourth on the priority list is the planetary chests. These show up on your HUD as long as you have the active scout report that I mentioned earlier in the video. While these are quick and provide a ton of tokens, there's currently a time-gated lockout in play where if you collect too many too quickly, they will stop rewarding you for a set period of time. Grab these when they show up on your HUD, but don't actively search for them. And last on the list is the Lost Sector. I want to clarify my usage of the word last here. Doing the Lost Sector signifies the end of one run of this route, meaning you have done everything else listed above, and you are ready to orbit to reset the instance. One good thing about this Lost Sector is that the boss always spawns in the exact location shown on screen now. This will never change, the captain always spawns here. And as long as you have your super or power ammo, this boss won't even leave his spawn, making killing him and looting the cache very quick. So now you understand the priority list and you want to know how to put it all together into an efficient farm. Activate a Nessus scout report and head to Exodus Black on Nessus. Upon landing, check for public events and high value targets in the area. If present, complete them. If not present, be always looking for them as they are top priority. Next, look at the available patrols. As I earlier mentioned, ignoring the survey and scan patrols. If you have a kill, collect, or assassination patrol available, do it. The kill patrol is straightforward, just kill things. The collect patrol has 3 variants, one that requests you to kill Fallen in general, one that requests that you kill dregs, and one that requests you kill vandals. You will eventually do all 3, but if you remember which ones you've already completed, the more you do, the more you can predict the next one that will occur. And the last, the assassination. Normally in my farms I avoid these types of patrols, but this one is unique in nature. Once starting the assassination patrol, head into the area it tells you to. Once arriving in this room, quickly use your active scout report to locate the chest. There will always be a chest in this room. Grab it and then complete the assassination patrol by killing the captain and the 2 vandals in the next room. Once complete, fast travel back to Exodus Black. When it comes to patrols, you will always complete all 5 of them per run. The order will be random, but you will always complete 1 kill patrol, 3 collect patrols, and 1 assassination patrol. During this entire time, whether it be public events, the high value target, or one of the 5 patrols, always be grabbing any planetary chest you see. This will up your token count per hour and doesn't take long to do. Once all 5 patrols are complete, there isn't a public event coming soon and no high value target is in the area, complete the Lost Sector. Upon completion, go to orbit to reset the instance and repeat this as many times as you like. This farm, while solo, can easily get 50 to 60 tokens an hour, and with a full fire team, we saw anywhere from 70 to 90. If you do this for 2 hours a day for a week, you'll easily get 1,000 tokens in that week. Now, if you made it this far and felt this video was good, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, and if you haven't, subscribe. I also wouldn't mind it if you share this video around, as it really helps my channel grow. For those of you that have been subscribed for a while and know what a project is, they are very, very, very close. If you don't know what a project is, it's where I do hundreds of a specific activity, document all the drops, and let you know the drop rates of items, so you don't have to go out and test it yourself. So be on the lookout for those. I'm working on farms for IO and the EDZ, and will post it as soon as possible. And of course, I'm going to sell a little bit and point out that we have a community Discord and that I stream on a regular basis over on Twitch. So if either of those things interest you, a link to the Multilux community Discord and a link to my Twitch channel can be found in the description. But that's enough rambling. I'm going to, like always, thank you for your continued support and welcome all the new subscribers. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here. Say my name is Matt, and I'll see you guys next time.